Welcome, this is Tomer from sourcingmonster.com. I'm a 6 figures per month seller on Amazon FBA and about to become a 7 figures per year selling my own private label products on Amazon through their FBA model fulfilled by Amazon. In this video, I'll share why most of the new sellers that started to sell on 2019 failed and why the new sellers that are going to join will fail selling on Amazon in 2020. I'll focus on the mindset, the strategy, and the plan of action that you need to take in order to succeed, in order to beat the statistics. I'll share the top reasons why people fail, and by understanding them, you will actually have a better chance beating the statistics and become a successful seller. It's all about the mindset, and when I say mindset, it's actually more important than knowing the marketing, knowing how to create a listing, how to source product. All of these things, if you have a good base, good mentality and plan and good goals set, you should really, this should be the easy part, the actual work. So I'll share, please forgive me like if I'm looking on my notes because I want to stay focused and right to the point on this video. And we'll start with the first point. The first point is that most people fail on Amazon FBA because they don't really have effective strategy. They don't have a plan of action. I'm saying this because I failed in many businesses, in projects that I did, because I didn't really know what I'm doing. I just started to do something, but because I didn't have the right strategy and the right mindset or the goals that I have, specific goals that I can measure, just, doomed to fail. So I'll share why or what is the way that I planned my goals and what is the plan of action that I created when I started to sell on Amazon. So first of all, the goal was to make a specific number. At the beginning, it was to make a $10,000 net profit in 1 year. So first of all, it needs to be measurable as far as what you need. What is the amount? The amount, $10,000 per month. It's very specific. Second thing, you need to really have a time frame. So within 1 year or until October 10th, 2019, that was my goal. So I make $10,000 net profit selling on Amazon by October 10th, 1988. It's very specific, very measurable, and very clear. When you have that clear goal, your mind and your subconscious will work toward getting this goal. Of course, it's not just that, but this is the first part and the most important part, knowing exactly what you want and what is and when you are going to have it, or by when. The second thing is the plan of action. The plan of action, it's actually the guide or the map on how to get to the goal. And my plan of action was waking up at 4 a.m. every day, working on the Amazon business from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, 3 hours every day, 6 times a week. By the end of the day, reporting what I did toward getting my goal and what are the specific 3 things that I should do tomorrow, no matter what, the next day, and complete them. So this was my plan of action. And I knew as long as I commit to this goal or to the plan of action, the results will come. Maybe they will not be exactly 10,000, maybe it will be 9, maybe something good will happen because it's a very high demanding plan of action. Maybe you cannot really do that, but I want you to be all in. And if you don't really feel that you are there, maybe it's not the time to start your Amazon FBA business or any other business. Why? Because you want to build your discipline. You want to build your good habits before you commit to something, because if you don't have good habits, then like everything will fall no matter what you do. So maybe it's better to work, prepare yourself. It's a muscle. Your mind, discipline, it's all muscle. Like muscle where you go to the gym, the same with discipline. So if you have, or let's say want to wake up at 4, you need to build 4 a.m. in the morning. You need to build that muscle of waking up early. How you do it? Let's say your normally waking time is 9 a.m. So what you will do starting every day, you will wake up earlier and earlier. So if it's 9 a.m., the next day you would want to wake up at 8:30. Then just give it 2-3 days. Wake up at 8:30, build the muscle, build the confidence. Then after 2-3 days, you wanna get up earlier, 8 a.m. Then just do it gradually until you wake up at your desired time. That's something super important. That's everything actually. If you do that and you prepare and you understand these things, that you need to have a goal, very specific goal, and you need to have a plan of action no matter what you do. Whether it's weight loss, whether it's creating Amazon FBA business, creating any business, achieving everything with these two components, I will call them, everything is possible. Everything is achievable. So take this in mind. I put it first because that's the most important thing. I failed so many times in life because I didn't do that. And I feel that once I figured this puzzle and it clicked and I understood that that's what bringing me the results, I feel so much confident in what I do that I know that I can achieve everything that is in my mind. It's all about your head, okay? Second thing is people that really think that they will be rich overnight. People think or see screenshots from other sellers, other people on YouTube, hearing from friends, maybe going to a conference, seeing other people's results, but they don't really see what it took to get to these results. They don't really know what this person or this individual did in order to get to these results. It's just, you just see the result, but you don't really see what happened in the background. So don't just look at other people numbers and think that they got it like overnight. Believe me, even these sellers that sell 100k a month and they show you the screenshots and make it look like it's easy, it wasn't easy for them, unless like they got super lucky, super talented, which most of the people are not. Let's go into the next point. The second point is bring outstanding value. People didn't really bring outstanding value. Thought that just bringing Amazon, finding a product on Alibaba and bringing it to Amazon just like that would just do the work. Maybe a couple of years ago, yeah, that was the case. You would just bring an item, I don't know, like iPhone case. You just put it on Amazon, the demand was so high and the competition was so low, so we would just sell. No matter how your listing was, how your pricing was. Of course, pricing it was more important, but doesn't matter like how the images that you had was, the copywriting and everything behind it was, you would sell. These days, it's not like that, and it's like a jungle, and you have to really understand that you have to come up with the better value. So, for example, I see people that start selling products or promote products, they don't even really know how they work or what they are. So if you decide on specific item, it is better that you know everything about that product. And for example, let's say you make you're gonna sell a microphone. Understand how the microphone works. What are the components? What is the technology? Understand everything to the smallest detail before you enter into this market. Why? Because that will give you the edge. Most of the people don't really do that. But in today Amazon seller, selling in today in Amazon, most of the sellers, they are becoming more professional. So most of the sellers now understand everything about the products. So you wanna go and do even more. Always bring more value. Always bring more to the customer. Think about it as like that. If you just come and you think that it's an easy job and you're not gonna bring something new or value to the market, forget about it. Just don't do it. First of all, prepare yourself. Work on your products. Work on the value that you're bringing to market, and only then start and decide that you are going to launch or source this specific product. Third thing, ignoring the math. People sometimes think or hear that it costs like $2,000 and they think, oh, I'm gonna get $2,000, I'm gonna sell on Amazon, that's it. But they don't really do the math. To any business or in your personal life, you have to figure the numbers, knowing exactly, okay, so the product cost me $2,000. Do I need any services? The services will cost money? Yeah. You need to know, okay, photographers, what about restocking inventory? Have everything in mind before you even start. Don't waste your time and money and only after launching a product realize, oh, I didn't have enough money. And if you don't have enough money, that will really can break your success or the success of the product, because maybe you don't have enough money to spend on advertising. And at the beginning, when you actually launch your product, advertising will mean a lot to between a success, between a product that will sell a lot eventually to a product that will not. And sometimes when you don't have enough money and you see that it doesn't really sell, you let that product go and don't do it, and just this whole thing, you don't see results, you just stop selling. So that's a big reason why people fail. I will say that beginners give up early. If you're failing, that you didn't mean that you did something wrong. It means that or it doesn't mean that you cannot really sell in the future. It means that you did something wrong, and other people are selling successfully on Amazon, so we just need to figure out what they're doing right. I can tell that I failed with my first product. It was like roughly like 7 or 8, 9, I don't really know the numbers, but between 7 to 8 or $6,000, and it was a lot of money for me. And I said to myself, do I need that? Why? Doesn't really work. It's worth the other risk of investing another $10,000 on something that didn't really make money and didn't see that it worked. It was a lot of pressure for me. And to be honest, I feel that that most of the people will do the same thing. They will just let go. That's what happened. Most of the people are not willing to take a second chance or another big loss like that. So take it in mind. If you failed, it doesn't mean that you cannot really sell successfully. It just means that you did something wrong here, and you need to analyze the situation, analyze what you did wrong, and find a solution for that, and just try again. Maybe it's not the right time for you. Get more money and just do it again. But if you have that mindset that you will reach your goal by October 10th, 2019, you will try again. One more thing, stress. Some people, they just can't handle the stress. Like this situation that I just described, losing $10,000 and maybe trying again, some people just cannot really take this stress. But if you're aware of this, if you're aware that this will bring stress to you, bring stress to your life, believe me, we will like increase your chances to succeed. I had some nights, many nights, that I didn't really sleep. I didn't really sleep well. I was waking, I couldn't really sleep. I was thinking about business, I would think about the products, and it still happens sometimes. Today it's more easy for me. I manage this better because I'm more experienced with that stress. So I don't really take it that way. But at the beginning, or even now, I still have stress. It's something that you have to accept that will happen, and you just need to learn how to deal with it. There are really crazy situations that sometimes it's a high pressure and stress. So I hope you got value from this video. Remember, I only mentioned this so you can avoid doing these mistakes. Not to just tell you that Amazon FBA is not a good thing or to start in 2020. It definitely is. But you have to understand all these basics, understand the mentality part of selling or creating any business, especially Amazon FBA business, before you enter into it, before you create or start the process. Create your habits, create your discipline, build this muscle, have a plan, have a strategy, and you should be okay, believe me. But it's not just doing it 20 or 30%. You have to be committed. You have to do it 150%, not 150%. I woke up every day at 4 a.m. That's a lot of sacrificing. So take it in mind. I hope you will start your business in 2020, and I hope you are safe this period of time with this crazy virus. Take care.